Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I will be casting a game between two top players. At the bottom left we have Asylum, the top 10 orc player. Good player, it's me, but for the sake of this cast I'm gonna pause for 1 second. I'm gonna pretend it's not me and talk as in third person. And at the right we have Jin, the rank 2 Space Marine at this moment as we speak. Very good player as well. So let's get the party started, as they say. Asylum is gonna start with 2 Gretchens and 2 boys to keep the res up. Meanwhile we have Jin rocking it out with 3 Surveyors and 2 Space Marine squads, tactical squads. Meanwhile we have Asylum here going for the sneaky Watau in the shade, and it really helps because the Space Marine needs fog to attack it. So it's very well hidden and it's a nice tactic. I would recommend using it if you're an orc player. It's always nice to do. So not too much going on early game, same as usual. Getting the early points. Asylum is getting the top point, meanwhile Jin is getting the bottom. Meanwhile some Gretchen activity. They were in the wrong neighborhood as the peer. But here comes the boys, taking it to the Marines. Meanwhile, Asylum is capturing this point, sneaky. The shooter boys are coming, of course. And as we can see, Jin is stacking 2 flamers, which can be very devastating to the orc player. If he gets a good flamer up, it's bye-bye army. So you gotta be careful when you orc. And there comes the flamer. It hits, but it could be worse. Meanwhile, great grenade. Stops his flame for a bit, stalls his momentum, and he got the back off. Meanwhile, this squad is being as annoying as possible. It denied this point for a while now. He's sending his squad to clear it up now as it appears. Or no, he doesn't. Okay. Meanwhile, some action here. Asylum is going for the barracks, the chapel, as I would say. And it appears to be going down. I don't think, yeah, 1 squad is enough to stop this. I think Jin is realizing that and he's backing off. Meanwhile, a 2nd squad is coming for the reinforcements. Some action here. Meanwhile, these guys are just chilling. I know. They are still handy because they are constantly denying this spot. Yeah. Jin just denied the Watt Tower here. The placement here was poor. And since Asylum didn't get to deny or cancel the tower, it cost him some more money. That's a shame. Great kill here on the Flamer squad though. It got some burned, but not that much, so it's all okay. Meanwhile, Jin is adding a heavy bolter squad, which do a lot of damage, but look at them. They are survivors. They're gonna make it. They're not for flowers. Meanwhile, this servitor is still denying this spot because it's just a group of Gretchens contesting him. But Asylum just started to cap this point. Oh, and there comes the aggressive kill team. But they're way too aggressive in a way. Because Asylum can easily get him in melee and that's a free kill. That's unfortunate. Meanwhile, Asylum seemed to have learned from his mistake and placed the second watt tower a bit more safely, you would say. That is, unless they're gonna discover it now, then it's gonna be hard for him to finish it. And it's gonna be really close. There it comes, but yeah, despite the flamer, you see just barely finished it. Immediately followed by that, the Y's gonna be in place. And oh, there comes the Storm Boys. And this actually was kind of a big deal, because obviously these guys had flamers. So if Asylum didn't jump here and check, what do you think would have happened? His whole squad would walk in the air. Bam! There goes the flamer. And it would have been, well, not GG, but it certainly would have made Jin come back into this game. So well played. Meanwhile, there's the barracks going down. Nice suicide squad. So yeah, if we just look at early game, I think Jin lost 1 chapel, 1 barracks and 4 squads now. So it's not looking too good for him. Of course, Orc is very strong in this patch. And he was very unlucky with his flamers. But still, Jin is a good player, so let's not write him off now. Meanwhile, the boys still being annoying. And Jin cannot really afford to send a lot to contest it right now, because he's having such a hard time with the pressure here. He built a second chapel. Will this one be around for any longer? I certainly hope so, for his sake. And finally, there go the boys. Asylum, no, he's not even trying to save them. He's like, yeah, whatever. They were certainly worth their money, as they denied this spot for so long. And meanwhile, there goes the chapel. One would argue if it's safe to build outside the base on this map, since he lost like 2 chapels and a barracks now. It's not working out for him. Maybe you should build them a bit more safety. Meanwhile, yeah, there's not a lot Jin can do at this point. At this point he has no research points, not one. Asylum on the other way keeps being aggressive as always. And what I like about this game in a way is the fact that Orc didn't went for quick knobs and he didn't went for killer cans, and that's the thing most people are complaining about this patch. You can get knobs around 5 minutes 30. 5 minutes if you manage to snipe the generator. But this game, he got the big Trucka doctrine, so it doesn't appear to be going for killer can spam. So it's always nice when people play off meta and still do well. Although it's a bit strange as I'm just talking about myself playing, but yeah. It's nice to see a change. I think meanwhile this Stormboy squad is going down. At the last second he managed to get off a suicide, which is nice because it delayed his momentum. Meanwhile a darker hurt is being added. Not too much going on here. Jin is slowly recapping his points. Since that fight wasn't too bad for him. Also, Asylum managed to retreat relatively quickly, so it wasn't the end of the world. He still has a lot, as you can see. But he did lose his Stormboy squad, so he had to retreat. Meanwhile, the mecha shop is being added. Since he's not going for killer cans and he can't really afford big truckers yet, I think it would have been way stronger to go for knobs now and add the mecha shop later, but it's good that he's not playing too much meta, because it would have been a way more boring game, in my opinion. And here comes the Knob Squad. 9 minutes. Like 5 minutes later than I could have had them, so can't complain too much about that, I guess. Meanwhile, Jin is under a lot of pressure. He got off a nice flamer, but yeah, look at the blob, man. Also, there are looters now, so it's gonna be hard for him. Especially when these guys come in, the knobs. Meanwhile, Asylum is getting some more watt towers. He needs 5 for his big truckers to make use of his doctrine, so he's not there yet. Usually you can get them around, let's say, 12 minutes. This is actually undefended and it's a lot of resource, so. But yeah, Jin is under so much pressure that he can't really afford a Assault Marine squad to harass this at this point. And that's the positive thing about being very offensive if it works out. If you're being extremely offensive, he can't. So he just has to defend. And that's what's happening now. Meanwhile, Asylum is going for the shield generator here. Jin doesn't appear to have any last cannons yet, so it's gonna be very hard for him to stop this. He's gonna try, of course. He drops the kill team squad, but I think the Knobs are just gonna say, hey, how's it going? And there comes the taunt, but he missed the kill team, so it could be weather. But it did cost him his scouts. And maybe a tactical marine squad? I'm not sure. At least 2 squads went down. Meanwhile, level 4 lead, so it's gonna be either was Mecha or Gorgoth. If I recall correctly, it's gonna be Gorgoth, and there he is. Meanwhile, kill team is in trouble, but luckily Asylum misses the Choppa toss, so he can live to fight another day. But he can't. I don't think he can stop this. Especially not with Gorgoth coming. Meanwhile, the Storm Boys backdoored the other generator, so that's a lot of money. And this one will be going down soon. And that will mean that Asylum has got a shitload of money to spend on big truckers and upgrades. And indeed, there are the upgrades coming. And let's see, no big truckers yet, but I think they will come shortly. He's not level 5 yet with his watt tower, so he needs to finish the watt tower before. Meanwhile, the Storm Boys denied this spot again, and yeah, Jin got no money at all. And yeah, he just conceded. He knows he's too far behind. But still, he's a very good player, and yeah, his tactic didn't work out for him. But I just wanted to showcase a high level game versus an Orc and SM when the Orc didn't abuse knobs and killer cans. And also, in a way, how to counter the Space Marine Flamer, since a lot of people have been telling me they have a lot of trouble with it. And yeah, basically the answer is either be extremely reactive and be quick to respond to it, because if you get into the flame, it's over for your army. Or use your knobs very well. And in this case, I had late knobs, so the knobs weren't really the answer. It was just reaction, quick, hit and run, and be a bit lucky with it. In the shades there was a big moment, because if I played Jin before and there were times I didn't scout the shade there, and he got a flamer onto my whole army, and after that I just got steamrolled. So it looks like it doesn't matter that much, but believe me, it's a big deal. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my casting. If people will enjoy it and watch it, I will make more. And have a nice day.